Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the stream. I'm the Wombat of Doom.
I'm Big Kirby.
I'm the big Trellster.
Ooh.
The big Trailster.
He can do anything besides find eggs.
Yeah.
And Simpax.
Yeah, so when you go grocery shopping, does Kayla have to buy the eggs, or do you guys just not eat those? No, you do eat them because you blew one up that one time.
That's true.
Anyways, how's it going, everybody?
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the stream. So today we're going to be talking about remakes and remasters. Why they are around, should they be around, what we hope to be around, you name it, it's here. So welcome. This is our first podcast of 2020, right?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is. I forgot.
And it's also our 30th podcast ever. So we've been going at this for over a year now, and we finally hit podcast 30. That's a pretty big accomplishment. I'm looking forward to podcast 50, if we have that many ideas, that is.
I'm sure we will.
There's always things to talk about. Maybe
It's
not
true.
relevant to anything. There's always things to talk about.
Maybe not.
So, I guess the first question is, what are remakes and remasters? What do you guys define them as?
I mean, I would like to probably argue the point, just jumping right on in, that maybe nowadays sequels can almost be remakes.
Wait, give me an example of what you like one
The
that you
new
would.
Star Wars, 7, 8, 9. Like,
Oh, okay. So even not in the game sense, I got
Oh,
you.
that's like
we were
my
more- We were more talking about video games, but yeah, go ahead.
Okay, I like in the sense of that, because I don't have a one off
Yeah.
the top of my head for video games, but in the trying to the intent of my point there is, it's like relaunching it, right? Like for a new generation, because you had
Reboot.
four or five, reboot. So 4, 5, and 6 came out. They had their time. Obviously, laid the foundation for whatever Star Wars is today. And then
Yep.
1, 2, and 3 came out when I was a kid. I don't know how old I came. 10, maybe 15. I don't know, somewhere in there. But like nowadays, like kids don't really have the movies to connect to. So 7, 8, 9 is kind of like relaunching the franchise for them.
Yeah.
Who knows, in like 10, 15 more years, it's probably going to be, 11, or 10, 11, 12, or whatever, right?
I don't know. I don't know how the movies are playing out, so I don't know if it's possible to keep having sequels like that. I'm assuming they can do whatever they want, but
They can continue.
It's almost the same story
13, 14, and 15.
every trilogy,
okay, yeah.
You have like a big oppressing thing, some squad of rebellions going out and squadding it up around the galaxy. And
Squad, let's go.
Yeah, and then they they're the underdogs and they pull it out, kind of thing. It's pretty much the same story.
Yeah, but I would say with those, like, it's not like a reboot and a remake are two different things. Like, for a remake or a remaster, it's like taking something and making it better or the same, like with better graphics or something like that. So, for example, to take your Star Wars analogy, when George Lucas re-released 4, 5, and 6 and added a whole bunch of CGI stuff.
Everyone loves
to
it.
improve the movie, right? The movie.
right.
So everyone hated it.
Make them fit better with the prequel trilogy he made.
Yeah.
And it didn't go off very well, for lack of a better term. So like, I guess we could say that remasters and remakes aren't always felt as necessary. Like, sometimes games hold the testament of time and you don't need to do anything with them, they're still good. And then sometimes they are like better. So like, for example, Kirby, Shadow of the Colossus, like,
yes,
the original versus the re-release, there wasn't much difference, but there was just enough of a change that it made it a little bit better. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, I mean, I think, yeah, of course, I agree with that. I never played the original, but the original was somehow even jankier controls than the re-release, the remake. So
right.
Is that possible?
It
God
is.
knows,
Yeah, it is definitely.
I mean, to be fair, I didn't seem to have as much problems. You guys saw those big jumps I made, and they were easy peasy.
I couldn't handle it.
I see how you guys might struggle.
Okay. All right. Sure. Sure. You can have that one. This is true. I couldn't make that damn jump for like an hour. Hardest platformers out there, but yeah, for sure. So like, oh, so Juan, but you agree that there's a difference, at least in terms of games. I don't know if this applies to movies as much. Well, I guess it does. There's a difference between remake and remaster, obviously, right? Where
And then there's also
remaster-
re-release.
Is that just a port, or is that something different?
Yeah, it's just either a port or like they
okay.
put the movie back in theaters. You know what I mean?
Yeah, okay. That makes sense. I'm just making sure that, okay, yeah. So, like, re-release is self-explanatory. Remaster, like, Final Fantasy VIII just had this, where it's the exact same game, but the graphics are a little bit better, and maybe they fixed the menuing a little bit. But otherwise, it's the same game. Then Remakes, my personal favorite, the game is made from the ground up, right? Like, it's the same game in terms of like story and what happens. Sometimes they add things in or change it a little bit, but they remade the whole thing, like with Resident Evil 2 or Link's Awakening or the upcoming Final Fantasy 7. And then I don't know if that happens. I guess, and, that happens in movies too, obviously, where now, like Pet Sematary just came out again. So that was a remake of the original Pet Sematary.
Right.
We're gonna bring movies into this.
That was so good, by the way.
I
was
heard
good.
it wasn't as good as the hype was.
I've never seen the original, so I know nostalgia, and I liked it a lot. But
I've only seen half of the original. I need to finish it one of these days. But it was good. I liked it. Anyway, sorry, I sidetracked you.
You're fine.
no, that's what I had to say. Pretty much, just defining the differences between these things that we're talking about.
Yeah.
So re-release. Do you have any? Is there any many examples of a re-release with video games? Then, like you mentioned.
Well, like I don't know if this counts, but like I just bought Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze the other day.
Right, and that's like a direct port, right?
It was from the Wii U, and then does it count? Is it a port? Is that like they re-released it for the Switch? Because that's what they did.
Yeah.
But do you call it that? I don't know.
Like the Minish Cap, they put the Minish Cap on the Wii U. Like,
Oh yeah, exactly. So I would say those are re-releases, ports.
Right.
They just called for video games. They're just called ports. No one calls them re-release. but yeah.
well, so
Right.
I think a re-release, the biggest thing is like when you re-release something, you pay full price for something that was put out a long time ago.
That is true. Well, like normally if it's a long time ago, they'll at least remake or remaster it. Like Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze wasn't that long ago, but
It was
And
like
Nintendo-
6 or 7 years ago.
I guess
wasn't
that's
it?
true. They don't change their prices anyway. But yeah, that is true. So re-releases are probably my least favorite. At least do something different with the game to justify that price. But whatever.
Right.
But yeah,
Yeah, it came out
I think-
2014.
it's longer than I thought. Damn.
I mean, I have to agree. Like, if it's just how hard is it to port? How many man hours went into that? I suppose
Yeah, I really don't know. Like you'd have the best insight of any of us on
Yeah,
how
I
porting
mean,
works. But
I know what it is to refactor code and things like that. As from a video game perspective, I would be out of my element talking to it. But I
that's
think
fair.
I think that I'm sure it depends. Like to port OOT to the Switch, I'm sure there's probably a lot of things they have to upgrade, and it would be hard. But from the Wii U to the Switch, how hard would that be? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't.
Well, see,
I
but
imagine not
and
that bad,
especially
but-
because it's like if they're gonna port Ocarina of Time, it's probably not gonna be the original Ocarina of Time anymore. It's gonna be the remaster that they did for the 3DS.
Right.
Well, that's fair. Yeah, they'd probably pick that one because that one probably already has a bunch of upgrades and updates.
It does. It's basically the HD remake. So here we go. So Zelda is one of the ones that's most prevalent about it right now. Zelda, they have remastered 5 games out of the series so far. They've remastered
Really?
Wind Waker, Twilight Princess, Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, and Link's Awakening.
Okay.
Oh, I should be playing the remastered of Majora's Mask. That probably doesn't have all the stupid.
It's on the
bugs of
3DS. It's on the 3DS, and it's worse. In fact,
It's worse.
Majora's Mask, there's some improvements for sure, like the saving, which Chell would have been like less destroyed on earlier, but all the powers are nerfed on all 3 of the masks, and it's really bad.
Why?
How could they nerf?
And we can talk about this now. I've actually like one of the reasons I thought of this topic is because I was like, oh, we can actually talk about this because Trell has all the suits now. So the Deku does you have to like have a full walk in order to like get a full run across the water. Otherwise, you'll come
really
up
dumb.
short and die. Like,
why would they ever do that?
And spinning doesn't like increase your speed toward that. In fact, it slows you down.
They nerfed the single player game.
They nerfed the speed of your hop basically. For the Goron, the roll is different. Or it takes more magic or something. I think the Goron's mainly unchanged, but the Zora Trell, the only way you can swim fast is if you have that electrical power going, and that's what drains magic.
So drains magic. That's stupid as hell.
So now you can only swim fast when you have magic, and since it sucks magic so fast, like you end up running out of magic.
There's like, but that whole area is huge.
It is exactly.
Wow.
So otherwise, you're either doggy paddling in the water or
that's
using magic.
Hilariously bad design.
Is there? That's boring because there's not.
Oh, Trell, have you tried jumping out of the water yet when you're going full speed?
Yeah, you do like a dolphin.
Yeah.
I try to time it so I jump out and I land on the platform and then roll. I'm like,
right.
Yeah.
And like there's certain platforms like in the ocean, for example, that you need to dolphin jump to get out onto.
Mm-hmm.
So you need magic in order to get onto the spots in the remake.
Wow.
They redid the bosses, and I don't mind it. But like I like how the bosses play with the changes, but like that they nerfed the power so much. They also moved where locations of things were, which is stupid.
See,
like where masks are, or like they added They added 2 extra bottles, which I don't mind. It
almost sounds like they tried to make it like what was it? Not legendary version. What was Hyrule Hero version?
The
what
Master
was it?
version? Master Quest?
Master Quest, right? Yeah. It's almost like
no. There's the Master Quest afterward, and they also added 2 fishing holes to the game, which is
they added 2 what?
Fishing
holes.
Mm-hmm. Which cool, but like if they hadn't touched any of the mechanics for the creatures, it would have been a great remake. But because of it, it sucks. Like. It took all the fun out of being those creatures. You know what I mean?
Right.
So
it's one of those. I think someone mentioned it earlier. I think it might have been you, Wombat. But did anyone ask for that?
Well, when they remade Ocarina of Time and it was perfect. Like when they remade it, it's like it's a reskin. All they did was make improvements. There was no subtractions. It was great. Like it was very to the original, all the way through. And
there was just
like,
no reason for
do that for Majora's Mask. Do that for and then they didn't.
They want I want it to look sexier. Maybe not as pointy of boobs on the Great Fairies, and and then like just make it that, but look nicer, and maybe clean up a couple bugs that are like game breaking or something, if there were any. Maybe fix the time thing. I don't know, the save file thing. Who knows, but.
Yeah.
So like the saving and like the time travel, they like greatly improved, and like I appreciate that stuff, and like it made the game a lot easier to replay and stuff like that. But like, don't change that stuff dramatically. It looks great. It looks so good, but they really. So yeah, Zora swimming got changed. Deku Link can't spin jump across the water as easily.
That's so stupid.
Goron Link,
so dumb.
Goron Link stays rolled up until you press A again. Ice arrows can only be used on sparkling spots in the water now. Bomber's Notebook cannot be skipped and pops up much more than before. Inverted Song of Time only gives you twice as much time rather than 3 times as much. So that's the big differences.
Okay. That's really disappointing, actually. So good thing you're playing the N64 version.
Yeah, right?
So that's
all that jank.
This is like, let me just stop you right there, Trail. Let me just wait 1 second, because yeah. So So that was a game where it was remade and it was not like executed the way.
It's too bright over there.
Like every other remaster that they've done a really good job, and they haven't changed like the original mechanics. They just improved it or kept it the same. Majora's Mask is the only time that they didn't do that, and you can see why people don't like it because of that. So
yeah, I mean, I'm not saying remakes have to be the exact same as the original. You can add things or maybe change it a little bit, but like, there was no reason to do half that shit. Why would you nerf anything in a single player game unless it actually breaks the game? You know, that Deku scrub not having a full sprint, that breaks the game. We got to change. Get on that. He's too powerful.
Yeah, like what did that do? It must have been like I don't maybe they had some trouble with the port and like that was like a side effect. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe.
Like they had to rework the way things moved or something. I don't know, but come on, guys. It's Nintendo here. You've got money to throw, so throw it.
Yeah.
There's some other things that like I wish when they remade games that they actually remade them as the original creators intended them to be made instead of what they ended up with at the end.
So I mostly agree with that, but the only thing I don't agree with is, like, for example, Resident Evil 2. It used to have shitty ass tank controls and a static camera, and I think the way they remade it, being a third person like over the shoulder shooter, made it work significantly better.
I see what you're saying there, but let me just say this: I don't think the original creators intended this to have shitty controls and tanky controls.
Okay,
they wanted,
I see what you're saying.
You know what I mean? I'm more talking about, for example, like in the Wind Waker, they had to cut some content because it wasn't finished by the time release was scheduled for, and so they had to cut and paste some things together to make it a workable game.
Okay, I gotcha.
So they axed 2 temples out of the game and then created the Triforce Shards quest.
Yep.
Trial,
Okay,
you'll find out about. In the re-release, the remaster, what they should have done is put those fucking dungeons
add those back in. Yeah, well, that's why I was mad about Shadow of the Colossus, because they had all these other colossal ideals, and they're like, we're going to fit 12 on the PS2. Fine. Don't give me that bullshit on the PS4.
Yeah, they should have put in like 30-something of those bad boys in there. Oh
Ocarina of Time also had some extra dungeons in it.
I misunderstood what you meant originally, but now I agree. Yes.
How great would that be? Like, to put the game back to the original intent.
Yeah.
On the remaster.
It's an opportunity. Why not? Like, come on. Now, if it's like 20 years later, I guess like you probably don't have those resources anymore. They are probably gone. So maybe that's why.
Yeah.
But like, that would be so awesome.
In the same sense, though, like, maybe that was what they were trying to do with Majora's Mask. Like, go with this for a second. Like, maybe they were like, oh, they intended it to be kind of like this. They wanted it to be harder on some aspects, make it more challenging, blah, 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 whatever. So maybe that's what they were trying to go for when
because like everything that they did to change it other than that was to make it easier for the player and less hard. Or like, for example, the saving aspect, which was like the biggest enemy of Majora's Mask. Let's face it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
they were always a race against time, really.
They were just trying to improve it, and I guess in some ways they did, but there's other ways that they really didn't. So Takel says that Dark Souls Remastered sucks butt.
Why?
What's
wrong with it? It's fine, in my opinion.
I never played the original, and I can't play the original because they don't give it out anymore.
Right. Yeah, Takel, what's wrong with it in your opinion?
I mean, I would like to playing the original on the 360. I'd be curious what is the difference between it and the remastered, because I thought it was just graphics updates.
There was a graphics update, and then there was
frame rate on PC.
Frame rate, but like there's also like a few people that were moved or added.
Interesting.
Like the bone anvil guy, the bone weaponsmith. You know, the guy that's a skeleton that's a weaponsmith?
I think so. But that doesn't sound too game breaking to me, at least. But
yeah, I'm not really sure what the differences are that would make it not good. I enjoy Dark Souls Remastered, but I know there were some complaints. I remember seeing that there were complaints, but I didn't read them because I hadn't played the game yet.
I thought the complaints were when it first came out was that it wasn't enough, that it was only graphics that were improved, and it was only slight improvement at that.
Right.
Like they were expecting it to be like a
Like
more
super
like
beautiful.
yeah, like even Dark Souls 3 equivalent, but it wasn't. Like you had like a couple of like they added graphics to like the leaves, like where they kind of flutter a little bit. The water graphics on that one waterfall by the Hydra still suck ass.
Right.
Those are the best water. No, my God, so strong.
I
I
was so
thought
immersed
it
after
wasn't
seeing that waterfall. Like I just like after that I was like, oh man, if the waterfall is like this good, I can't wait to see the rest of the game. I think I hear somebody at my door. One sec.
Oh, good.
Continue.
I was gonna say. So
How are we
let's
going
talk.
to, how are we going to
Yeah.
destroy the wombat now that he's not here? Let's talk about this real quick.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
shoot, he's back. Oh, never mind. We'll put this on hold.
next time. Yeah.
I'm back. I was right. I had a cat.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's what you meant by somebody's at my door.
Yeah, right there.
So I think it's probably a good call out because I actually truly believe in this company for doing good remasters is Blue Point Games, and they're the guys that are behind the Shadow of the Colossus remake. They've also done Gravity Rush remastered and Uncharted, the Nathan Drake collection.
I have no idea what Gravity Rush is.
Oh, so I didn't realize that the Nathan Drake collection was remastered.
Is I don't know, like, okay, I don't know if it's remastered so much, but they combined all of those into the one.
Oh,
And
yeah. Okay.
that was Blue Point that did it for what's their name, Naughty Dog, I believe. Naughty Dog is the OG, but Blue Point Blue Point's is got one of the first PS5 unannounced titles right now, and they say it's a big one they're working on. Everyone thinks is Demon Souls remastered is what they got cooking up. It could be a couple other things, like what is a Dragoon? Is that another one that's
Legend of Dragoon? Oh my God, JRPGs.
I cannot wait for that game to come out so I can play it again.
I thought you hate JRPGs. I thought no one liked them besides me.
I said, and when this conversation we've already had, Kirby, I said this is Legends of Dragoon is one of the few RPGs that I have played and enjoyed.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna complain about that again in like
Chrono
2 weeks.
Cross is another one.
All right, give me your full list of JRPGs. That way, I never ask this. No, I'm just kidding.
All right, ready?
No. How long is it? I mean, it's probably like 4 games.
4. They also did Metal Gear Solid HD collection apparently.
2. It was only 2. I went over just in case.
God.
Oh my God. Okay.
Good stuff.
I can't remember any more than that, but
Wait, do you count Pokemon? I mean, this is a JRPG.
all right, fine. I'll add 3 more.
Oh, you don't even have to. Just Pokemon in general would be fine, but sure.
Yeah, they're all the same, really.
They really are all the same.
I almost thought about getting Shield the other day, but nah, not yet.
Red, blue, and yellow, all the same game.
Oh yeah, okay. They definitely are the same.
Speaking of Pokemon, that's a great one to talk about. I mean, would you consider releasing 2 versions of the same game?
Wait, sorry, say that one more time?
Would you consider releasing 2 versions of the same game with slightly different things in it? A remake or remaster or just a reproduction?
No, I would
like,
count like
I think
Fire
it's
Red and Red, yes, but like Red, Blue are all the exact same game.
right.
Right.
And like,
I don't consider those.
isn't
remakes or
Shield
remasters.
and Sword the same game?
They're the same
It
game.
is.
Like,
There's, like, slightly
why
different-
why do they do that?
Money.
Well, yeah, exactly, money. And then there could have been the argument early on, like where it makes you want to connect with your friends and like, oh, we
No.
got to get, but it's money. It's $100 now. They can get $100, $120
Because
bucks.
yeah,
instead of
because people will buy
60.
both games.
I've never been a fan of that, and I think it's the dumbest thing.
Me too. It's very, very bad.
Like all the only reason why you do that is the same reason why you have Pokemon cards in packs that it's just random what you're gonna get type thing. They're just making it so it's like they're limiting you on being able to get all the Pokemon. That's all their goal is, like the whole entire time. They never want you to catch them all, even though they say gotta catch them all.
Well, they obviously don't. They don't even let you anymore.
You know, well, yeah. Now they said you physically cannot get all of them in that new game, right?
Yep.
Before you were able to somehow trade them up and work their way, and if you had enough dedication, you could get all of them into one game, right?
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
But now you actually can't.
So what about I feel like Zelda, getting back to Zelda, did it right in terms of releasing 2 games at the same time. Oracle
like
Seasons and Ages.
Yeah, okay.
Now, say what you will about handheld games like those games made by Capcom. They're generally strange and a little bit un-Nintendo-y, but still not bad.
Did Capcom make those?
Yeah, Capcom made those. Capcom made Minish Cap, and those, and
You serious? I didn't know that.
a couple others. Yeah, Capcom worked with Nintendo.
Is that why they're so janky? No,
Y-
I had no idea about them. I just know that Capcom makes those janky games.
No, they're better now. You can't keep shitting on them. They used to. They've been good. I'm defending them.
They're on
for
a
that.
hot streak. They're on a hot streak.
They also made the
They
Four
are.
Swords series.
I never played that. I want to.
Yeah,
I don't know how
it's
long
not
that
great.
hot streak's gonna last, Kirby, but
No, dude, they're back. They're good.
they're good now. They're good
I
again.
love Capcom, and I'm hoping that they're actually back. So I'm
Why-
just being really
Why do you
optimistic.
think I gave as my game to Wombat last podcast?
You
Dead
from
Rising.
the janky days,
Back from
Capcom.
the janky days.
Well, they were good, then they were bad. Now they're good again. How much time do we have? You're right. I don't know, but
I'm gonna play the Dead Rising remake.
Is there a remake? I actually didn't know.
I think they made a remake.
I didn't know that either. I've never played Dead Rising game though.
There's a remastered collection on the
Yeah.
PS4, Xbox One.
Yep.
Yo, nice. Go for that one. You'll probably enjoy it more. I'm not even kidding you. I didn't know there was one. I have the OG one on. The
I have
360.
the OG as well, and I was like, ha ha ha, joke's on him. I'm gonna go get this.
So you're gonna buy the other version?
Mm-hmm. And
Just to not-
but it'll have more games to it too. So
That's true.
What does the collection include? Like 2 and 3, or
I wasn't sure if there was a 3 or not, but I think all of them.
There's 4 of them.
there's up to 4. 4 was what? 4 came out 2016. It came out.
Damn,
Oh,
I
there's
didn't
all
realize
kind-
that
oh, man,
game
Dead
went so
Rising.
good.
Has all kinds of remakes. There's Dead Rising Chop Till You Drop. and
Oh,
there's
you
Dead
gotta
Ris-
chop till you drop, bro.
Dead Rising 2 Off the Record.
Off the record.
Off the record. So Dead Rising Collection was in 2014. It's a compilation.
So
of
it's
360.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah, 1, 2, and it's downloadable content case 0, and Dead Rising 2 Off the Record. So it's just 1 and 2 with a
Oh.
little bit of Dead Rising 2 Off the Record.
Interesting.
So you still Dead Rising Triple Pack is a compilation of 1, 2, 2 Off the Record. How's that different?
I don't
Okay.
know.
Whatever.
So here's again, they're remaking versions of the game. So like, to get more money, you know, like people are like, oh, well, it's this version. Like, and let's get back to Dark Souls for a second. Here's Scholar of the First Sin.
Yeah, I don't understand that.
Like,
I don't.
They
like,
remastered the game. Is that a remaster or remake or like what is that?
I don't think it's any. It's just a new version. I mean,
I don't-
they didn't
like,
really.
why?
The graphics are the same.
What was the intent of all that though? Because there was like 5 different versions of that game. Like for each console, the first sin was different per console basis, wasn't it?
Yeah, I honestly don't understand. Like that one.
I don't understand what the intent of that
I
was.
I guess it was supposed to be kind of like a game of the year thing. Like not that would ever win game of the year in any universe ever. But but like it included all the DLC. So like I think it was supposed to be like a complete edition or something.
Right.
But then they're like, well, we're FromSoft. Let's do more than that. Let's change all this stuff. Why? Because we're FromSoft.
I honestly like Skull of the First Sin edition better than the original. I think it's strange where some of the things are, but that's only because I played the Scholar of the First Sin. You know what I mean? It
Right.
just seems like it's less janky in terms of some things.
So, Scholar First Sin on PC, explain to me that you did not get the keys for the DLC.
No, we had to go find them.
Yeah, so when I in the big Kerbo edition, he was like, "Here you go, here's the keys."
I forgot to patch that in.
You
Come
just
on,
wanted me to get
Kirby.
to the DLC because you wanted me
That's
to
it.
town.
Yeah,
I
but
want
even the
that.
DLCs weren't as bad as we encountered them as. You know, there were things missing. We're like whispering to each other, like, "What the fuck? Just why wasn't that there?" And you're like, "I don't know."
It was dumb.
Yeah, it was weird, but I don't understand how like you
Thanks,
release a
Kerbo.
game and then you release the because I feel like wasn't just Dark Souls 2 straight up different per console and PC?
There's
Not
like
only
6 versions of that game.
I don't even know anymore, man. Like,
Because then like Scholar of the First Sins, it was different between PC
Reading the
and console.
walkthrough for that game is just like it's like reading the Matrix.
You gotta like cross reference. You're like, okay, I'm gonna get a walkthrough for Dark Souls 2. Which version are you on?
You're like, how do I get this item? And like, there's 3 places that item is, and they're all correct. Wait, what? I went there and it's not there. Oh, but it's here. I went there, but it's not there either.
if you wish upon a star in this game, you might get this item.
maybe.
And people don't understand that too. So like, they're like, no, you're wrong. It's here. Like, no, I'm not.
It's not, dude. It's
I think
not
that-
there.
I don't know the full story, but if I was gonna guess, I would think that'd just be a production nightmare. To be honest, I think that they probably tried to come out with Scholar of the First Sin and do
It's
it.
because Miyazaki
across-
wasn't in charge.
Yeah, he was off. I don't even know what the hell he was up to at the time.
He got scared away by Craig.
Wasn't he working on Bloodborne soon after that?
Maybe. Yeah. I mean, here's the thing, though. I'm glad Dark Souls 2 released because he was so upset about it that he had to make Dark Souls 3, and he hates sequels. He's like, we can't end on that. So then he had to make Dark Souls 3.
So it forced his hand.
Yeah, he's like, we're not ending like this. We got to get 3 in there
Yeah,
because
that's
he
true.
hates sequels, which is why we'll probably never see Bloodborne 2 or Sekiro 2. Whatever, that's fine. We're gonna see Elden Ring. So
Yeah.
Elden
Happy about
Ring.
that.
So yeah, you guys were talking about Demon Souls being a remake. Hopefully,
yeah, it needs
that's
to
one
be.
I definitely hope for. I hope for the 3DS games, Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask to be released on the Switch.
Like on a virtual console, or do you mean like a remake?
Like
Again,
on
like
the
a-
virtual console. Like,
Okay, gotcha,
I want all my Zelda games in one place,
gotcha.
and something that I can stream. So like, I mean, like, I don't want them to port all the handheld games onto the Switch, since the Switch is technically a handheld. That'd be great.
Which one? You said they are porting some?
There's been a lot of rumors that they're going to be porting some of them over, and then some have already been ported, like Minish Cap.
I would love to play some of those handheld games because I've never been a handheld. Like I don't have a.
They're
3DS,
they're not
DS
always great, but like Minish Cap was awesome. Like they did a really good job.
Yeah, I'm really excited to play Minish Cap. I got that on emulator. It's on my backlog, so probably in the next 7 years. But
I really
Backlog.
enjoyed Minish Cap. It came out on the game when the Game Boy Mini came out.
I thought, it was a mini. I thought it was an. Oh, that's I forgot about
It
the Game
was
Boy
Mini,
Yep,
but
yep.
Mini played advanced games, so.
Got it. Okay, I was gonna say 'cause I thought it was a GBA game,
It-
but that makes
yeah.
sense actually.
So, Mini, like, with the Minish Cap, it was, like, perfect. Like, it was just hilarious. Like, in the Minish Cap, you get really tiny. Like, it's the Minish Cap, it's a pun. Diminish, haha.
Right.
So, like, playing it on the Game Boy Mini was,
Clever.
like, hilarious, because, like, you're already tiny, and now you're playing on a tiny, yeah.
Is that going to be part of the Nintendo family account or Nintendo Live, whatever they call it?
Wait, what's that?
It's like they're to play online.
Oh, well, yeah, any of their like virtual console shit, you have to have Nintendo Online or whatever. Yeah.
So
It just
I mean,
comes with it.
Oh, that sucks.
do you get Minish Cap for free then?
All their games so far on the virtual console that they released has been free. Like because they don't have an actual virtual console. Like they have digital games, obviously. Like I can go in there and buy Pokemon digitally or whatever.
Right.
Or any of their older games, like right now they only have NES and SNES, and those are all free with the online subscription.
Right. That's one thing.
Oh, I
Like, so
see.
is there going to be a virtual console for GBA type? Game?
Everyone's asking for
Probably.
it. Like for GBA, for GameCube would be a stretch.
So good.
But,
That'd be so good.
I mean, like I'd even be willing to pay for it if they went as far as GameCube. Like I'm not saying I need it all free. I'll buy it.
Yeah.
I just.
But if it was free, that'd be good. Because so far, like you get all those games like Doctor that for free. You're like, yes.
Did you say
Yeah, I
Dr.
mean, like-
Mario?
Yeah. They have.
Okay.
I think.
You cut off
they
for a
do.
sec.
Yeah. They have that one on there, and then Link to the Past and all. So good.
Yeah.
I'm with one about all. Like that's why like I mean I don't want remasters forever I guess, but like there's all these old games like we were talking about Demon Souls or like Silent Hill. We mentioned ones that we want to play, but
Yeah.
they make it so damn difficult to play these old games because they won't put it on like. I want to pay for your game to play it. You won't add it to a virtual console and you won't remake it. So I'm gonna get an emulator now. But if you would just let me buy it, I would buy it from you.
Yeah.
But you don't.
Man.
Or you
To
can
be
get
honest,
the old
if-
system and play it.
That's too much.
That's too much work.
I'm not gonna get it just for one game though. You know.
Yeah, like
That's why the compatibility thing is such a big deal
Reverse
these
compatibility,
days.
yeah.
Like PS5 is already saying they're going to be backwards compatible all the way to PlayStation 1 is like
if I can
primo.
throw my fucking Spyro 1 disc in there and it works, I will lose my mind. I don't even
They say
care.
it's going to be backwards compatible all the way to PlayStation 1. Like when
I
they
want this
stop-
bitch backwards compatible to like the Stone Age games. I want Pawn.
Yes.
I want
Yeah.
Atari.
Yes.
They're like, it's not even our console, but we'll take
I will take it.
it.
Give me Dreamcast, man.
I don't know
Oh,
if this was like a rumor for you guys, but when the Xbox One was just like, sorry, the Xbox, not the Xbox One. Just to be clear, the original Xbox. Thanks Microsoft for making me do that.
Xbox O, the
The Xbox X
Xbox
of
Origins.
the Xbox or just the
yeah.
Which one are you
Well, the
talking about
Xbox
here?
Series 1X 38X.
720X? Or is that
It's
what?
the 37 64-bit X.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Yo,
Yeah.
gotcha. I know.
Yeah.
Wait,
But the original-
but did it have an SSD and a solid state drive?
It had both of those. That's correct.
Okay,
Yes.
alright.
Yeah. Yeah. But so the original Xbox, there was like this rumor in my school that it wasn't like a new console. It was going to be able to play any game that exists. So it played PlayStation, Sony, or sorry, those. God damn it! Now I'm doing it. It played PlayStation, Nintendo, Atari, all this old shit. And I was like, yeah, that's super cool. I still want that. Now, Big Kerbo knows that will never happen because money and companies. But
Right.
I agree. I want all my games in one place. So all my Nintendo, I want on one console. All my Sony, I want on one console.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to have to like. So now I'm afraid to like throw away my PS2 because I ever want to play those games again. Yeah, I can emulate it, but like now it just sits in my closet. I never use it, but what if one day I want to?
I have I have my Xbox original still.
Yeah,
It's up in
yeah,
my closet.
But like this is 2020. We have the technology. I mean, I love that Nintendo's making these ports for the Switch because like, don't make me have to carry around this legacy thing anymore. Like,
To
just have it so it's playable on your new console.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. Like,
So
it's not. I'm not gonna go and buy a goddamn PS1 anymore. Just
Right.
one, they don't make them. Two, they're going to be expensive as hell. Three,
But now they have,
if it
like, the-
breaks. What am I going to do? You know?
yeah, right. Like, are you gonna repair that for
Take
me?
it to
Like,
a game repair shop. I got one near me.
I mean, yeah, me
but
too. But
that's-
I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
that's not-
emulate it, and you're gonna get zero money from me.
Right.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do too.
If you make it backwards compatible, I'm more likely to buy a PS5. I mean, I'm going to anyway. Don't listen, Sony. But
We do not
I wanna
condone
like it
emulating.
more.
We don't emulate in any way. But
I do. I'm just come get me.
you're gonna get us all banned, man.
Oh man.
TOS.
me.
TOS.
Dude. Whatever. I know
So
what you mean.
my biggest thing is that like when Microsoft came out with the Xbox One X, Series X, 500 X box
Plus.
plus Live X, they like they marketed it as like your home entertainment, your one-stop shop, central unit of your house for entertainment, whatever, right?
Yes.
Zero compatibility. Like, it was like how are you gonna do? How is this gonna be the one-stop shop? Like,
This is
I
it.
can't
It's
play
just this. It is
any of your
this.
games anymore.
It has
You know, and
Connect.
they've trickled in, and they've actually made quite a few of their old games compatible. Not every single one of them, but a lot of them are backwards compatible. And I think they're done that now, right? Now that they're coming out with the Xbox Series X, X500, X2, Mark II.
Yeah,
I think they're done. They're done dragging the scrummy games that are of the legacy to up to their newest platform. But with PlayStation 5, they already said that they're doing the same thing now. They're marketing it as like the one console you'll ever need type thing, your central hub or whatever. But they made good on it. They're like, all the way back to the Stone Age, bring them. We'll play them, And it's like that sounds they haven't delivered yet, so it could change, right? But
it could change.
That sounds good.
Like, that's exactly what I like. Please don't let me finally, like, I still probably won't throw away my PS2 or my 3. I don't have my 1 anymore, but like, let me just not have to worry about that. Let me just have, I don't want to, I got to set up my PS4 now just to go back and play Red Dead 2 or whatever I want to play, like.
I know. And I really want to play Silent Hill 1.
Yes.
Like, if that's so remakes, we're like way off topic, but remakes, right? If Blue Point Games is not doing Demon Souls, please be doing Silent Hill.
Agreed. I've always wanted to play Silent Hill, and that would be great. But I've always wanted to play Demon Souls too. So like either way, I think it's a win-win.
It's gonna be the stupid Dragoon game that I have no idea what it is.
Yes, Wombat and I will still be happy.
I'm gonna be so disappointed.
Wombat and I are gonna have a party. We're gonna get our party hats out. Legend of Dragoon, baby.
I'll be like, why? Merry Christmas to me, thanks.
If they need to decide what it is soon though, so I know if I'm buying a PS5 on release day or
Legends
if I'm
of Dragoon already confirmed and it's something else as well?
Oh, I didn't know.
I can't remember.
I think it's Legends of Dragoon and one other game that they're working on.
Okay.
All I know is that like the CEO of Blue Point Games in the
he's
past,
spamming
like,
Charlie Smug emotes.
He is. He's on Twitter and everything. Like he in his past interviews, he's always been like, I can't tell you what we're doing, but it's big. And you're like, dude, what does that mean?
Oh, you know what it is.
Like he's the biggest cock teasers out there right now. It's ridiculous.
It could be anything. It's gonna be Just Dance 27, dude.
Oh, I'd be like, no, what? It's gonna be Majora's Master remake.
There's 17 eggs now.
Guess what? We nerfed it even more, ladies and gentlemen. It's gonna be like, no, get out of here.
By the way, Trell, just to put in perspective how big Legends of Dragoon was, I think it was like a 3 or 4 disc game. That's how big it was.
Which console?
PS2.
2? Okay.
Was it 2? I thought it was PS1. Whatever.
1 or 2. One of those.
It was 1. Okay. Looking back, it's a 15-hour game, which is not that crazy.
A 15-hour?
50. Like for a JRPG, that's standard. It's just that the memory usage on discs back then.
Right. Remember, I mean, like, remember when I streamed Dead Space 2, Kirby?
Yeah.
And it was like all of a sudden I got to that elevator and it was going down and it was like, please insert disc 2, and I'm like, whoa. Like, I forgot that games that were like this back in the day. Like, I mean,
Riven, 5 discs.
I haven't encountered that in a while, but when it came across, I was like, oh my god, my kids will never know what this is, They're gonna be like,
yeah, right?
Like, you had to insert a second disc? How old are you?
Wait, what? Wait, you had to rewind your movies? What's that?
Please be kind and rewind. What does that even mean? Please be kind,
rewind. Don't worry about it.
Is that a reference to drugs, Dad?
Oh,
no, you don't even stop.
Get out.
Yeah.
The biggest one that I have right now, Wombat, actually, is LA Noire. That was on the 360. That's like 4 discs.
Wow.
The game is that big?
It was that
I always
big.
wanted to play that. I never got to play it.
Too.
Just buy it on Steam. It's probably like super cheap.
It's a 20-hour game. Why is it that many discs? Whatever.
I think it was just because of like the
graphics were
setup.
super.
Like the storyline and the setup of all the missions probably was a lot of memory. For Rockstar, it was. I don't know why they haven't come out with a second one, man. That I would like to see remastered. Well, actually, is it remastered?
It's $20 on Steam.
Right now, it's
Is that remastered or is that just OG?
I don't. Is there a remaster? I didn't think
It
there
looks
was.
like it's OG. Yeah, it's OG.
I would like to see a sequel actually to that. Like, it doesn't even have to be LA, Chicago noir. I don't know.
Chicago.
Chicago noir. I don't know why they haven't touched that franchise. I mean, like GTA obviously is doing enough for Rockstar, but
Right.
Oh man.
So what other games have you guys witnessed be remade?
I want a Sekiro remake.
Okay.
you want what?
A Sekiro remake.
Are you trolling?
Yes. it's not. It's. I mean, it's. We need the remake.
Actually,
on
no,
that.
we need that because they need to take out the seven.
There's not enough
spears.
seven spears.
They
There
need
needs to be
take
more.
out-
Well, what was your actual question? What games do we want to see remade
Yes.
or remastered? Let me think about that. Because normally, it's games I haven't like. I
Or
wouldn't mind.
how about like games that you wish weren't remastered?
Oh, that were never remade. Like, okay.
Yeah.
To answer your first question, Banjo-Kazooie. To answer your second question about what I wish wasn't remade, let me think about that. That's a bit trickier of a question for me.
Banjo-Kazooie, they kind of, the creators made
Ukulele. Yeah, it's not as good.
Right, I've heard that.
It's good. It's just not. It's probably like a 7.5 instead of like an 8 or 9.
I have that game. I never played it, but I've heard.
Kayla was playing it, right?
Kayla was playing, yeah, and she quite enjoyed it. But I don't think I think she would probably agree with you that it wasn't as good as Banjo.
Yeah, it's not quite what I wanted, but
What about Rare Replay? They had Banjo on there.
they did that. Well, that's a remaster. I want a remake, but you're right. That's still in the ballpark. I still want that. I want a remake. I want I want to get the Spyro treatment or the Crash treatment is what I'm saying.
Oh, okay. And I would probably just say that seemed to do really well.
Yeah, those.
So I don't know why they don't do that, right?
Yeah.
Because those were essentially the same games, but
Yes,
they
you did.
couldn't just do a port and maybe clean up a little bit. They fully like remodeled and everything.
They did. They made it so good. I haven't played it. I heard the Conkers remake is actually garbage. So I guess I wish that wasn't remade.
I've heard the same actually. I've heard that the OG one, as janky as it was actually better than
The superior version. Yeah, right? Like,
Oh man, that game was horrible too.
It was not horrible. It was so good.
No, I actually that game was barrels of fun, but oh man, was it broken. Anyways. Trying to think of another game that I would really enjoy to see. Well, the Master Chief Collection, is that all remakes or remasters?
They're ports, I think.
they're remastered. They remastered the graphics a little bit. Apparently, that's what they say. Like in the options, you can choose original or remastered graphics.
No. That's how it was. That's how it
sorry?
wasn't. When they remastered the games originally, that's how it was. You could look at it one way or the other.
So this is a
This is just a port.
It was already remastered, and they
Yes.
ported the remaster. Oh, okay, got it.
It's
That's
just
good to
all
know.
coming to the computer instead.
Okay, I gotcha. One game there's two games I wish they would have not remade. Secret of Mana was remade in 2018. It's an old SNES JRPG. The first one was good. The menu sucked in that game, but in the remake, it's just bad. The graphics are ugly because they made it 3D and it doesn't play well like at all.
I've heard
And
Secret
then-
of Mana was actually a really good JRPG.
I loved it. The remake isn't bad, but the game standalone remake is not a bad game, but compared to the original, it's garbage. And then GoldenEye 007 was like remade for like a DS or something. It was garbage. 007 was one of the best party
Yes, it
shooter
was. It was
games on S64.
They remade that?
Yeah, on DS or 3DS or something. I remember. It's not good though. So like you didn't miss anything by not playing it.
Huh.
And then when I googled the worst remakes ever or remasters, number one was Dead Rising Chop Till You Drop. So don't play that
Are you serious?
one. Yeah.
What else is on that list?
So okay, I'll go through the whole list now. Super Mario 64 DS. Really? It was the worst?
Really?
Or it was the 10th
It
place?
wasn't
Okay.
very good.
Majora's Mask 3D. Secret of Mana is on there. Ape Escape on the Loose. I want to play the original. Never
Oh,
have,
Escape
though.
was so good. I
It
love that
was.
game.
Apparently the remake's not good. Diddy Kong Race,
Oh man,
Sonic
why are these
Adventure.
Nintendo games?
They don't know what they're doing. Yeah.
Is that Sonic? Is that the one that was on the Dreamcast?
Uh.
Sonic Adventure.
Oh yes, it is.
So this is Sonic Adventure DS or DX.
DX Director's Cut.
Okay. I've heard about this game actually. No, yeah. I've seen playthroughs of it. It's awful.
I don't know what Voodoo Vince is, but it was popular enough to be remastered, and it sucked. I don't know what that is. Tasmanian Tiger was not remastered, was it? Oh, it was. The remaster sucks apparently. Grabbed by the Ghoulies. Risen 3, Putty Squad. Okay, these games aren't even real games.
Yeah, why are they even remastered?
Night Trap 25 Anniversary Edition. Okay, whatever. That's those are some of the 15 worst ones apparently.
There's a lot of you
and
think
then
that it'd be like just like it'd be a no-brainer and it'd be easy money to like remaster like GoldenEye or Tai or Diddy Kong. How are you going to screw it up?
Right? Like
slap some better graphics on it and maybe clean up the controls a little bit. And
it seemed like most of the complaints were like, well, you'd think Majora's Mask would be easy too, but they keep trying to make it different. Like people want us to show them our genius, and they try all this stuff, and everyone's like, no, the game was already good. We didn't need you to make it good. It was already good. You just had to make it pretty.
I also I found an official like statement on what remake versus remastered is. So
okay, yeah, let's see it.
A video game what?
Oh, I was gonna say, well, who's your source here? What's the source?
This is Mud. So.
Oh, that does not sound credible.
I'm gonna drag your names right through it. Anyway, so a video game remake is a new title built from the ground up. These may change the graphical style, gameplay elements, music, and similar from the original game. At its core, whether the changes are drastic or not, a remake serves as a totally reworked version of an older game. On the other hand, a remaster prefers to touch up an existing game. Remasters typically enhance the graphics to take advantage of more powerful consoles and might bundle in existing DLC, but they aren't complete rebuilds.
Okay, that makes sense. I'm gonna link something here.
So the best.
I don't know why they decided. Yeah.
The top 8 best remakes.
Or
Halo's
on this list here.
So Crash Bandicoot, Insane Trilogy.
Fuck yeah, it is.
Link's Awakening.
Yup.
Metroid: Samus Returns.
Never played it.
I heard really good things about that. That's the game that came out like earlier last year, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Or no, it resurrected. Oh no, it was 2017. That was out like around the time that the Switch came out, I think. Resident Evil 2.
Yes.
Spyro Reignited Trilogy.
Yes. I like this list.
Star Fox 64 3D.
Didn't play it, but I like the first game. This game agrees with all my opinions, so it's definitely factual.
Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu Eevee.
Oh, that one was 3DS.
Wait. Let's Go just came out. How's that a remastered?
I guess because it's Pokemon Red and Blue.
Yeah, it's a remake of the original Pokemon game, Red and Blue.
I didn't know that. I thought
Yeah.
it was a brand new game.
No, it's a
yeah,
remake
it's just
of
Red
that.
and Blue.
Well, it's really yellow.
Yeah. Oh wait, whatever. Fine. But yes, it's that. It's just Gen 1. You did. What are you, Trell?
I don't have the game or anything. I just never looked too close into it. I didn't know.
Oh, you never played it. Okay.
No, I've never played it. Are you serious? Game Freak, what are you doing?
Dude, they're so fucking lazy. I'm not gonna start.
Bad.
They're so fucking lazy.
Now they did do a lot to make that game feel
worse.
different.
You're right.
Feel different.
The catching mechanic is. I'm not even gonna start.
Yeah. Let's not. But Crash Team Racing.
They haven't played it, but it looks good.
Nitro Fueled. I like the commercials for that. So anyway, what's on your list that I missed?
Well, the one I sent is it alternates between worst and best. Like it starts saying Dr. Mario sucks, but then Halo's good, and then Blaster Master sucks, but then Metal Gear's good. Earthworm Jim sucks. Ratchet and Clank is good. So I'm gonna see if anything's notable here.
Never played Ratchet and Clank.
Dude,
Me neither.
Oh my god, wait, any of them?
None of them.
Have you guys played the Jack games like Jack and Daxter?
Nope.
No.
Oh, damn it, you guys. Okay.
Remember, I didn't own a PlayStation until 2 years ago.
They're fantastic
Or a
games.
year
series,
ago.
both of them. Okay, have you guys played Sly Cooper?
Nope, but I've watched one of them.
Neither have I, and I want to. And I was hoping you guys could be like, sell me on it. But
I
no
heard
one's-
good things.
Me too. Apparently, Castle of Illusion starring Mickey Mouse is a terrible remake.
Castle.
Dead Rising 2. Okay, there's like 3 Dead Rising game remakes on this list.
All right.
As bad or
I'll stay
As
to
bad.
the
As
original.
bad.
I'll stay to the original.
yeah, okay. See, okay, I have
They're all bad.
so I want to play Silent Hill, right? And
Yeah.
I don't have the first one, so I haven't even started that franchise yet. But I do have Silent Hill 2 and 3, and because I bought it, I saw it on Amazon. It was like $4, something like that, and I was like, oh, dude, this is super cheap. I'll buy this, and it's on the Xbox One. Cool. I'm set up. I just need to get one, right? But then all of a sudden I was looking around and stuff like that. I was like, how can I get one? And then I stumbled onto this webpage, and it was like Silent Hill 2 and 3 remake. Stay away. I was like, no. Did I just waste $4? Apparently, the remake HD collection or whatever it is for 2 and 3 is absolute garbage.
Oh,
Fantastic.
Oh.
I know. I was like, well, maybe maybe it's a good thing I haven't jumped into this with 2 and 3 yet. Maybe it's a good thing I've been waiting.
Oh my god! just waste $4.
Yeah. So I'm surprised that's not on your guys' list actually.
Yeah, I haven't found that one yet.
I've heard a lot of people trashing the HD collection of. I don't know if it's a remake or a remaster. I don't know what it is, but they say like it took away a lot of the fog element in Silent Hill 2 and 3, which apparently makes the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does a lot. It does a lot.
Being that I live nearby the area that inspired Silent Hill, so like Kirby, if you ever come visit, or Trell, if you ever come visit, we'll take a road trip out there.
Yeah,
it's called Centralia. You should look it up.
It's called what's it called?
The town's called Centralia. It's so somebody accidentally lit a coal mine on fire, and the coal's been burning for like there was an explosion or something, and the coal's been burning for like 60 years. And like sinkholes have opened up where the coal's burned out and stuff, and there's like toxic fumes coming out of the ground, so they had to abandon the whole town. It's all like
wow, that's actually kind of sweet.
Road trip to Wombat's house.
Here we go.
And then road trips to Centralia.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's a few cool places in Pennsylvania I could show you guys, but it's.
I want to see the Rocky Stairs.
Oh, yeah, I mean, I go past those all the time.
Okay, to
He
me,
runs up
that's
them
really
every
cool.
morning for his workout routine.
Yeah.
King's Quest remake, I haven't played those yet, but I don't think they're remakes. I think they're just ports.
I don't know anything about King's Quest.
I really like King's Quest. I can't wait to play those. It's too bad I'm not doing a retro year.
All right, hey, there's still the letter K when you get there. No one said you can't play retro.
I know.
Unless you already have a big K game lined up.
I do.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Huh. I don't know what it
Well,
would be.
Okay, I pulled up the Wikipedia page. List of video game remakes and remastered ports.
Yeah, I want that.
So off the bat, it's like A to Z. There's some games on here that I just, like. Did anyone ask for the Assassin's Creed 2, Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, Assassin's Creed Revelation, Assassin's Creed 3, Assassin's Creed 3 Liberation, Assassin's Creed 3 Liberation again? What did anyone ask for those?
I promise you, no one asked for that.
I think Ubisoft, however you pronounce it.
I
Stop.
say Ubisoft, but
Please, I think Assassin's Creed died, in my opinion, long ago.
I heard that the recent ones, Origins and Odyssey, are good. I haven't played them, but I heard they're good.
The only thing that would interest me in those is just like the historical, like you get to see some of that stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
The
It sounds kind of cool.
gameplay is not fun anymore, in my opinion.
Well, I guess it has more Souls-like combat now. In the recent ones,
I might be interested.
Me too, because it's no longer like jump off buildings and just stab people. It's more like you can still do that. You know, you can still be an assassin, but there's different ways to play, like different skill trees. Like you can be like a gladiator in the most recent one that's like based in Athens.
See, they were just pumping them out that it just became white noise. to me.
Agreed.
I
Yeah, now they slowed down.
I ignored it. I ignored it.
Oh, this plan actually sucks.
Age of Empires, Definitive Edition, Age of Empires 2 HD.
Did you guys ever play those games?
Hell yes.
Okay, I never did.
I played a
Age of
couple
Empires
them.
was the shit, dude.
Isn't
Damn, I
Age
feel
of
like I
Empires
missed
something
out.
we could play each other on?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna, dude. I'm not about to get stomped by you, Age of Empires veterans.
Oh, I'm not saying I'm
No,
so
no,
good.
I
mean,
I
it's
played
saying,
like one or two, like the Age of Empires 1 or Age of Empires 2, and not very much. So I'm
Okay.
not
Did
a
I play
veteran by
StarCraft or
any
any RTS?
I've played StarCraft 1 and 2, but I'm like really bad at RTS games. Fighting games and RTS games, easily I'm like those are my worst genres by far.
Oh wow.
Like it's not even close.
I loved StarCraft. StarCraft should be on this list, right?
You'd think like the thing I like playing RTS games. I enjoy them, but I just play bots easiest difficulty so I can feel like I'm good. I'm like, yeah, I'm doing well. This is good. This is really good.
StarCraft Remastered, right? That's on this list. What else is on this list? Did they ever come out? Did Arkham Knight get a remaster?
No.
Arkham Knight's the newest one, right?
Yes.
Or Arkham Games? I don't know how to call them.
None of them got remastered. No.
No, none of them did. Okay, Banjo-Kazooie, Baldur's Gate.
Baldur's.
They're making a Baldur's Gate 3.
Wait.
You know
Did-
that?
Can I just stop everyone for a second?
Okay.
Did you just say Baldur's Gate?
Baldur's Gate.
Baldur's Gate. There you go.
Yes.
Baldur's Gate. They're making a third one. I'm excited.
Yeah, dude, that game was amazing when I played the first one. I haven't played the second one.
Oh, yeah, I'm really excited for that. There's a lot of games in 2020 I'm excited for, and they're all far away. Well, not that far, I guess.
Devil May Cry. Don't care about those stupid games.
Yes, you do. Why do you hate Devil May Cry?
I don't like
honest,
Devil May Cry either.
That's a fair question. I've never played any of them, but
Do you just hate that genre, like hack and slash? Or is it just Devil May Cry?
I don't know. There's something about DMC that just I
didn't enjoy the hack and slash. I didn't enjoy it.
That's fair.
I just don't. There's just I just does not look appealing, and that could be complete. I don't have any reason to tell you, Kirby. It just when I see it, I'm like, ugh. I don't know why.
That's fair. Like,
it's probably completely unfair, actually. But
there are some games I've never played. I look at them and I'm like, no.
yeah,
Nope.
yeah, that's the way I feel when I see it. I'm like, nope, that's not the game for me.
Yeah.
And maybe all of a sudden, like one day in the future, when we pick each other's games again, one of you guys is gonna be like, Devil May Cry, and be like,
I was almost
I'll
thinking
do
if you Devil May Cry 5, I'm like, nah, he already says he hates shit, so I'll give him a game he might at least actually like. 'Cause I was looking at my top 5 games of the year, I'm like, Devil May Cry 5, I'm like, no, he'll at least maybe like Resident Evil.
I wouldn't understand anything though if I just had to jump into 5. I'd be like, what's going on?
Oh, I haven't played the other ones.
Oh, really?
I just played 5. I'm like, yeah, let's just...
You just be like, go hit, done.
That's why I just want to punch things in the face.
I really didn't like 4 and a few of the other older ones. So, like, I've played some of the games and like stopped. Like, and I don't usually do that. So. Even if I don't enjoy a game, I usually try and push through to the end. Just
I don't know, me too. But like now I'm getting to the point where like I don't have that much free time, even though I have more than you guys, based on my games list. But like I can't bring myself to like this game I'm playing. I'm like, why am I even doing this? Just to like check it off. I don't know.
Which game?
Right.
What was that?
Which game?
Right now, Tales of Vesperia, some JRPG. I have like 20 hours and I look. It's like a 50-hour game. I'm like, oh my god. So
you can't stop now, dude.
That's what I feel like. I'm like, dude, I have 15 hours. I'm even farther than I thought, but I'm not enjoying it. And it's rated so highly, so it makes me mad. And like, we'll see.
Maybe
I'm not giving up yet.
That you're not paying attention to. Maybe it's that.
What was that?
Maybe it's the storyline that you're not.
Oh yeah, I'm hitting. Thank God you can skip cutscenes in this game. The story's ass, dude. I tried. No, listen, this is the new year. I was trying. It's still bad.
Oh man, I don't know what to tell.
It's a bunch of anime garbage.
I tried. What else is on here? Earthworm Jim.
Oh yeah, I heard that was on the shitty list. That was on the shitty list.
Oh, was it? Okay.
The HD, the original game was good, but yeah, the remake they did a bunch of stuff that wasn't good. I guess.
Did you guys watch the Earthworm Jim show?
It's a show?
Yeah.
It's a cartoon.
Nope. I only knew it was a game.
Wait, where do you think they got the idea from? They threw a worm inside
That's
a
like
space
saying,
suit.
where do you think they got Mario from? Like, they just made it up. What? Well, everything is a show first?
Yeah.
From worms. I don't know, from regular ass earthworms. I don't know where the idea came from.
Fair. That's fair.
I honestly just thought it was a game. I'm like, yep, this is a game.
It was a cartoon. I loved Earthworm
Now I
Jim.
want to go see it.
Yeah, you should. You missed out. DuckTales Remastered, fantastic.
Oh yeah, that game is actually on the good list.
Duke Nukem 3D Megaton
Terrible. That's like
Edition.
that's actually the worst.
The worst? The
the
Megaton
worst.
Edition?
It's one of them. Duke Nukem has been bad for a long time. Then after Duke Nukem Forever, they just shot him in the head. He's
Oh my god! Every Final Fantasy, every Fire Emblem is on here.
Wait, Fire Emblem has been remade a lot. I knew Final Fantasy. I didn't know about Fire Emblem.
Fire Emblem, Mystery of the Emblem, Fire Emblem Shadow Dragon,
Mystery
Fire
of the
Emblem,
Emblem!
New Mystery of the Emblem, Fire Emblem Echoes, Shadow of
Fire Emblem
Valentia.
emblems. Like Fire Emblem. Okay, for Fire Emblem, the one I just played recently, such a good game, but stop remaking stuff like that.
Yeah, dude. You don't want the new Mystery of the Emblem? Come on.
I want new Mystery of the Xbox One Series X361 emblem medallion.
So I think the main thing that we've decided here is that there are some companies that remake games because people love them and they want to make them better.
That is true.
And make them more available for the new generations. And then there's some companies that just want money.
Yeah.
And that's what makes the difference between a quality game and a not quality game. But then there's occasionally a company that loves the game but also wants money. So, sometimes there's a hit or miss too. Like,
Right.
for
Yeah, I agree
example,
with that.
Spyro. Like, Spyro
God, was it good? Oh my
a really
God.
good
But it's what you can still make money
or Crash Bandicoot.
by
Like,
making something good.
yeah. Exactly.
it's
In
like-
fact, I feel like you'll make more money if it's something good.
It's like I don't. If I'm putting my name on something, I want it to be damn good. I
Amen.
want quality content. I don't want my name just on like anything. And I put that into like my work ethic and everything at work. Like when I'm making a code at work or something like that run, I don't want it to be like, it operates. No, I want it to be like it's fucking good. I want it to do its job and do it well. And I don't. If I was putting my name on a game, I wouldn't just be like. I wouldn't want to be one on the remake of 007. Everyone's like, ooh, that's shitty, No.
Yeah, agreed.
I don't want to be known for that.
It's like EA maybe they're on a comeback too, but I'm not gonna say that yet because they only have Fallen Order. But like, so they just can't care anymore. They're just like, yeah, but money.
Can't be
We're
bothered.
gonna buy it.
It's like the directors when I understand that there's probably like forces that you can't control, but when directors like remove their name from a movie when it gets released, have you ever seen that?
Wait, no, I haven't. I didn't know they did that
hold
because
on,
it's so bad.
Yeah, let me movies.
So who's listed as the director now? Like, I know it's you. Who are you hiding?
I think they just make up a name or something. Movies.
Oh, they
with
just say someone else.
directors
That's awesome.
that removed himself. I don't know how do I search for this.
Movies where the directors remove their name.
Movies where the director removed their name. Boom. Here. This might be when they're using like a pseudonym though, just because they didn't. Not because they
I've
were.
never
embarrassed by it.
heard of-
Disowned. Okay, here we go.
I'm
Movies
disowning my
where
movie.
the director disowned. Okay, here we go. 15 movies where movies were okay. Boom.
I mean, I do know one. Steven Spielberg doesn't really want anything to do with Hook. He hates Hook.
Really?
Yeah,
Why?
and I love that movie. So
That movie was
I'm like, fuck
fantastic.
you, Steven Spielberg. It's like
Yeah,
a part
why
of my
would you do
fucking
that?
childhood. Apparently,
yeah,
The
like-
Last Airbender, Shyamalan didn't want to take credit
Oh,
for
that
it.
movie was terrible.
It was so
Catch
bad.
Fire, American History X. What else is on
American
here?
History X was good.
Catch.
Fantastic Four.
Which one?
The newest one.
Oh man, that was.
Yeah,
so
I heard that
bad.
one was bad.
He facing dismal reviews from critics and rampant rumors about a highly troubled production. Director Josh Trank notoriously tweeted the following day before his Fantastic Four opened in theaters. A year ago, I had a fantastic version of this, and it would have received great reviews. You'll probably never see it. That's reality, though.
Interesting.
Wow. So he disowned his movie. Wow, that's terrible.
That sucks. It's so, and I mean part of that is like critics and like editors have so much say in games or in products these days. Like no, this doesn't seem to be sharing your voice. Cut this whole thing, and like they cut it up to make it shorter or to make it like like less of the vision for a specific reason. Like, maybe this is a little controversial. We don't want this in here, things like that. And it ends up like, sometimes making it fail, and then it's on the director, not not as much the editor. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I gotcha. That makes sense.
Batman and Robin is on this list.
Wow. Seriously?
That was a pretty bad movie.
But it was.
I liked it as a kid. But...
I've been rewatching those, or starting to.
Yeah, pretty. Oh, you know another one that I'd want to see remastered?
Is Batman and Robin the one with Poison Ivy, or is that Batman and Robin Return?
I think it was the one with what's his name?
Mr. Freeze.
Yeah.
Then that was Poison Ivy too.
Who starred as Mr. Freeze?
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Thank you. God, I couldn't get his name out.
And Poison Ivy was Mia.
She was in that, yeah.
Mia Jovovich or whatever.
So what was the one with Jim Carrey and Two-Face?
That was
Batman Forever.
Forever, yeah.
Okay.
Jim Carrey as the Riddler, and
yeah.
what's his face? Tommy Lee Jones as Two-Face.
Man, that was goofy, but it was fun to watch.
And then there was Batman Returns with Danny DeVito as the Penguin.
What?
Yeah. You've never seen that? Oh my god!
I've only seen The Dark Knight.
Oh, you haven't seen
you
the
have
OG
to go back
ones?
and see those.
No, I haven't. They look terrible.
They're
You
great.
gotta go see the one.
They're great.
You gotta go see the Joker. Jack Nicholson as the.
Yes.
Oh my god! It sounds terrible.
And Catwoman was Nicole Kidman.
Not Nicole Kidman. Nicole Kidman was the lover. Right?
Oh, you're right. Nicole Kidman was the Batwoman, right?
No, Nicole Kidman was in Batman Forever as the.
Yeah, as a Batwoman.
Not as Batwoman though. She didn't.
Who?
You could back. That was Alicia Silverstone or something like that. Is that her name?
Let's see. Who's?
We're
We're really off topic right now, but I don't care.
No kidding.
That's how it goes.
Catwoman. I shouldn't have just Googled Catwoman. Why did I do this?
No, you're gonna be getting all kinds of like cosplay.
Catwoman film, no. no. Let's see. Michelle Pfeiffer. That's
Michelle Pfeiffer.
That's who I meant.
Oh, what's up, Kayla?
She in here?
Thank you,
Yeah.
Kayla. Yeah, Uma Thurman. That's right.
Yeah. So, trying to bring it back on topic, and I scrolled into this list, and this is just my want. When we were talking about Blue Point games, what they're making,
Yeah.
and if they didn't do Demon Souls, I'd be okay with Silent Hill. If they did neither of those, God of War 1 and 2.
Why? Why do they need
already
to?
Been remastered. There's a God of War's collection, but that's only available on the PS2, man.
But the PS5 is going to be backwards compatible.
Right.
Oh, so maybe you don't even need it?
You don't.
Well, then in that case,
Wait,
do
then
not
you don't
even
need Demon
Silent Hill
Souls.
remake?
Wait, what was that?
But then you won't need Silent Hill or Demon Souls because it'll be backwards compatible.
But I want those.
Yeah, I mean you want the graphics.
Right, but then that kind of I wonder if that's going to up the ante.
God of
right?
War
Yeah.
had pretty good graphics though.
You no longer can just port something over and have it be good graphics anymore. Like a remake has to be
It doesn't
an
have.
actual remake.
Well, yeah, a remake does have to be an actual remake. That is
And
true.
And what I mean is it needs to be like Spyro or
You
Crash.
mean a remaster then?
No, I want it, whatever we're calling what Spyro and Crash did. I want
Well, it's
that
a remake.
for
That's
But
a
they
Demon Souls
remake.
or-
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
That's
me too.
what I want. Like, if you're gonna, I hope that them making everything backwards compatible to the Stone Age will force any
The
new
Stone Age.
remake to be of the quality of Spyro and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Don't just pump it out, but actually make it decent.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
And I'm glad I kind of kept this away from movies because we could have a whole nother podcast about movies with
God,
reboots.
yes.
I'll have less to talk about, but I agree.
I mean, we touched on it a little bit, but there's so many things that you could do.
Remake the first Harry Potter films.
No, stop. They're fine.
We need more Harry Potter.
Remake the second whatchamacallit, Newt Scamander movie, Crimes of Grindelwald. Remake that shit.
Oh, you didn't like it?
It was too cut up. They really edited it down, and it was rushed, and like at the end everybody gets to the same place, and you're like, how did everybody get here? Like, why is everybody here? I don't understand what's going on.
Is that the second one?
The second one, movies? Yeah.
Oh, I haven't seen that one yet. It's not okay.
Yeah.
Bad?
I wasn't a fan. I loved the first one.
Mhm.
Second one, come on.
Okay.
Somebody needed to write a better screenplay.
Like, should just hire Kirby. Now Kirby's
organize it better.
Cinematics and story.
Yeah, I'm a lore master now.
Yeah.
I'm working on it.
Should just hired Kirby. Oh man.
All right.
I think I know definitely that I'm going to be getting a PS5 just because I believe in Blue Point. It seems to be their main guys for doing these remakes, and they keep throwing them projects. So I believe in that, and then the backwards compatibility. I feel like I'm going to be all over that.
You know what my favorite Ocarina of Time remake was?
What's that?
Mario Maker version. Yeah.
Oh my god.
It's the best one.
Get out.
I mean, I'm definitely getting a PS5 as well. My only question is what will be on release date. Depends on if I have money, and then after that,
I'm not getting it at release date. I'm gonna historically do mine like a couple of years after.
But what if like Dark Demon Souls Remasters there?
Oh man, I know. If that's
Well,
there.
then I'll have to figure it out.
I'll have to figure it out.
I probably still won't though. So.
Yeah, that's fair.
Oh, there's Trell's official remake right there.
Yeah.
The Trell remake.
Remastered.
Say hi.
Aw, Hayden.
No, you can't have any of those. You gotta have your breakfast first. Good grief. Yeah, you can grab it. He's gonna go play more Luigi's Mansion and tell me about it probably.
Nice.
Yes.
Big spoils. I'm gonna have to just play that game just so I stop getting spoiled on it.
He's gonna get you on that and Yoshi.
No, thanks, man.
Yeah.
Oh man, I might have to make Luigi's Mansion my L.
Which one? Do you have the first one?
No, the third one.
Oh, do you have it?
No, I might have to get it.
It's a very fun game.
I really want it.
The exploration's great. The puzzles are cool. I like the theme. I like the haunted. It's good. It's a fun game.
I think we've divulged enough that we should probably end it. I mean, digressed enough is what I meant, not divulged.
I know what you meant. Yeah. I don't think I have too much to add.
No, I think we got it pretty well done.
We nailed it. We nailed this one, guys. As
we
always.
did.
Yeah.
We talked about remakes and remasters, good ones and bad ones that we like and ones that we don't, ones that we want. It was good.
Well, I think we all know what we like too. The easiest way to point out what we want is just find a good example and be like, whatever that did, do that.
Yeah, can you just do that again, please?
If everyone could just follow what Spyro did, that's the secret formula. There you go.
Yeah, just do that, please. You don't really need to do anything else, actually.
Right.
Like, I mean, I know you guys haven't played yet, but the Resident Evil 2 remake, do that too.
I've never actually played any Spyro game. I've always wanted to.
Oh, it's so good, in my opinion.
Well, guys, thanks for coming in. It's been another Rogue Scholars podcast. We'll be back in 2 weeks to talk about some topic that we'll come up at the last minute with.
We'll figure it out.
And
as we do.
Don't we have a list? I thought we had a whole list.
We do.
We did, but I like beat
any
like 3 in a row because I didn't want to talk about movies.
When are we going to talk about how bad Majora's Mask is because of the egg?
Okay, guys, have a good day. Thanks for coming in. We'll see you guys next time. Probably 8:30 in 2 weeks from now, Eastern Standard Time. And if you guys have not joined the Discord so that you can get updated on when we go live, there you go. Have a good night.
Good night. It's like 10 a.m.
Have a good day.
Well, it's night somewhere. Like,
Just only those people.
To Cal.
Only those.
Is it night for you right now?
Way to just ruin the end of the podcast.
It was going so
It
well.
was going well. The whole thing was great, and you ruined it.
Thanks, Kirby.
5 p.m. I mean, fine, whatever.
5 p.m.
Have a good.
I
have
was
a good
being
evening.
polite to our viewer,
Have a
you
good
ass.
evening.
Wow.
Called out. Damn.
Oh gosh.
All right. Have a good night, guys.